Don't want any kids at your reception? Find out today on the Brad Link how to politely tell the adults to leave the kids at home. Today on the Brad Link, we're talking all about how to tell parents that you're having an adults-only reception and it's going to be best if they leave the kids at home. First and foremost, the easiest way to do it is to address it on your invitations. Formal invitations should have written on the envelope exactly who is invited. So instead of saying the Smith family, you're going to want to say Mr. and Mrs. Smith. If you're using an inner envelope and an outer envelope, it would say Mr. and Mrs. Smith on the outside envelope along with their address. And on the inside envelope, when you open it up, it should say Lindsay and Anthony, for example. That's the first indicator that baby Elise is not invited to the party and only Lindsay and Anthony should be showing up. To make it even more clear, you can consider putting it on your wedding website as well. And don't forget to tell your moms. Your moms are the best way to spread any amount of information to all of your family about specifics for your wedding. And that goes for your wedding party, maid of honor, and the dads too. Now be clear that it's an adult-only reception, and that's the wishes of the bride and groom. You can address it politely in a way that they understand and say something like, even though we adore your children, due to budget constraints and space constraints, we've asked that this is going to be an adults-only event. Make sure that you never say the word no kids or no children. It's a lot more polite if you say adults only. That way it seems less restrictive, even though it's totally restrictive. You could be clear that this isn't the type of occasion that you want children to be at, or just let them know that it's a very formal event and it's something that you prefer. Addressing it politely and being upfront, clear, and honest is the best way to go. When I was planning my wedding, we had somebody tell us that they were going to boycott our wedding if their 3-year-old child couldn't come. Because of the type of party that we knew we wanted to have, I told them to enjoy their day off, and I was so sorry that they couldn't make it. After our wedding, even though they did boycott, their mother let them know that it most definitely wasn't the type of place that she would have wanted her child, and they actually apologized to us. Being upfront and clear is the best way to go. And it might put you in a sticky situation if you have some kids invited and others unable and not able to attend. If you're going to do an adults-only reception, you need to be pretty clear with everybody that there's no children. It really puts you in a sticky situation if you have some children that are there and some that are not. For example, at our wedding, we allowed the ring bearer and the flower girl to attend the wedding and the reception, but they were the only children allowed on site that day. It can be a sticky situation anytime you're trying to tell somebody that they're not invited, but being clear, concise, and polite is the best way to work with your guests when you're telling them that the kids should stay home. For more expert wedding planning advice, follow us on thebradlink.com.